started getting like farm animals once we started planting trees. I don't know, but that
you ever
was.
think about why?
Like
why would all of a sudden?
I felt like he was just waiting for that moment to like buy a big like land, build like a house, and have a farm. And I feel like he was just waiting for that moment to like be that person.
Did he do any work on the farm?
He sits in his room like 6 days a week. But yeah, like he would only come out of his room for like an hour in the weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So deeply withdrawn.
And yeah, if he went out, it means he's checking like me and my brother's work. So we would be responsible for like cutting the grass by hand.
By hand?
Yeah, by hand.
Oh, that's just.
And sometimes the grass would be like taller than me, because back then I was like 7.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was always scared of snakes, but yeah, me and my brother would just cut the grass. Like,
just with like
a
shears?
sickle.
Oh, a sickle?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not many people here have sickle experience. That is kind of
Yeah,
bad.
I used to play with it too, and machetes.
Whoa. What is your dad doing in his room all day?
He's stuck with his computer. I don't really know what he does on the computer a lot, but yeah.
Just on the computer all day?
Yeah. And an AC. It'd be super hot in the Philippines. Like, it would be like 95 degrees outside.
So he's hoarding the AC?
And, yeah. His room was the only place in the house that had AC.
Oh my God.
There was like 7 rooms, and that was the only room that had AC.
Is it a very misogynistic culture back then growing up, or was it just he was a dick?
I don't know. I still don't know why he acted that way, but I felt like he just put his anger out to like me and my brother. And
so so it sounds like just a horrible, I mean, that sounds really horrible. And then so you're spending your time year after year with this family, and then at 14, what happens? How do you escape that situation?
Yeah, so my stepdad had to get bypass surgery, and there was nobody in the Philippines that was willing to do it. And so he had to fly over to Texas to get it done. And after that, when he got the bypass surgery, the doctor told him that he can't go back to the Philippines because it'll be bad for him. He'll have like health problems, and there wouldn't be doctors to take care of him when complications happen. And during that time when he was gone, I was like so fucking happy.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
how long was he gone for?
Months, like 3 months.
And so when he's gone, were you still picking up dog shit, or were you like, fuck
and I was still responsible.
There you go.
But
you could shower in the morning.
Yeah.
Tell me about the experience of him being gone.
It was fun. I get to watch TV. I get to sit on the couch, because I wasn't allowed to sit on the couch. What? Yeah. So me and my brother would be watching movies, and we would be sitting on the floor.
Oh, you were not allowed to even sit on the couch, even if there was space on the couch?
Yeah, the couch would be empty, and
And your siblings were allowed to sit on the couch?
Yeah, they could do whatever the fuck they want.
But, weird.
Yeah.
So it's just you and your brother were
man, that is second class.
Yeah, second class in the house.
Yeah. And so I was happy because I get to like watch TV and
felt like a normal human being.
Yeah, and I couldn't even in the house. There was this rule where you can't speak our native language, so we were only allowed to speak English, so that my stepdad would understand every single thing we're talking about.
Wait, your stepdad doesn't speak the native language?
No, he's white.
Oh, he's American.
Yeah, he's American.
I didn't understand that detail.
Yeah.
So your stepdad is an American living in the Philippines?
Yeah, he decided to retire in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the wife, the mom?
I think they met in Saudi Arabia when he was stationed there.
Oh.
So your stepmom is
Filipino.
Is Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they met when he was serving, and then he moved to the Philippines to be with her. They don't have any biological children?
No.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a really every time I tell this,
Sorry, but it's
me and
just
my brother,
wild.
me and my brother were talking about it, but like this is like a fucking book. Like
Yeah.
we could
It
literally,
is unbelievable. You are literally Cinderella.
yeah,
Dude, it's crazy the parallels to Cinderella. They have the older siblings who get all the good treatment.
hmm
And then you have the younger sibling who sits in the basement, has to clean, gets all the shitty clothes. It's literally Cinderella. And then you leave the fucking coop. You get the glass slippers and all that shit.
I know it's crazy.
What the hell?
Yeah,
So your dad or your stepdad, who's American, he's gravely ill. He goes back to America for surgery.
hmm
And the doctor's like, you can't go back?
hmm
And so he stays there? Is he still here?
Oh yeah.
So what's going on back in the Philippines?
My two sisters just live there now.
And your
Like they're-
stepmom?
She's.
So he just abandoned his family? Is it like that?
No, it's not abandoned. Like they still like take care, like send money over there to have the house taken care of. And
Wait, who
stuff
sends
like
money?
that. My step parents.
Oh, so, okay, your step-parents are here.
Yeah, because my
Okay.
two sisters are living in the Philippines.
Got it.
And
What is their relationship like, your step-parents?
what's their like?
Yeah, do they love
together,
each other? Or are they...
I think they do. They do love each other.
Hmm.
Like they rarely fought.
Are they like psychos? I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say, but
I
like, how
don't
would you
know.
describe them?
I don't know. They seemed close when I was growing up, and I was going through like abuse. They seemed really close. But
Do you think they bonded over like treating you guys like shit?
I don't think so. I feel like she was just scared to speak up because she didn't work or anything. So he made all the money, and I mean he was retired, so
What does he do
had
for
like
a living?
retirement
Or what
payment
was
and
his
stuff
work?
like that. No, he was getting retirement.
Oh, he was like a ex-serviceman on a
Yeah.
pension? Got it.
Yeah, he served like 20 years, so he did like the full years. And
Okay,
yeah.
so interesting. So they moved back to the States. You're 14. You're like, this is amazing. I feel like a normal human being.
Mhm.
So what happens next?
He said that he has to take the family to the States.
Oh,
My
so
stepdad.
he brought you
Mhm.
and your brother,
Mhm.
just you two.
Yeah, because my two older sisters were too old too.
What do you mean he has to?
Because he's gonna be alone if he doesn't, and he's responsible for us still. Like,
Okay, so legally, because he adopted you guys,
Yeah.
you're too young, he has to bring you guys.
yeah.
Mm.
And my older sisters, you have to be 18, I think, at the time to be sent to the States, like to immigrate. So my sisters were too old for that.
Wow. So you and your brother come over, and then you're living with your step-parents again.
hmm
And where are you guys living?
First, we went to San Francisco, lived with my aunt,
You
and
didn't even live with them.
what?
You did not live with your step-parents?
Oh, we were living with them.
At your aunt's house?
Yeah,
Got it.
and I liked it because he couldn't touch me or my brother because
The
my
water
aunt was there, and
It wasn't the same
Yeah.
situation.
yeah,
People in America, the culture is different. They care about,
Yeah.
or they don't mind getting involved if they see a child being abused.
yeah, but like my aunt would notice that we were like robots. Like we would literally sit like this and not talk. It was only like yes, sir, yes, or
Wow,
like
so
no,
strict.
or yeah. So we were always scared around him, and I would always flinch whenever he's
And
around.
this
so.
is your dad's sister, your mom, or yeah, your dad's sister.
It's like I call her aunt, but it's in the Philippines. If your mom is cousins with like, yeah, it's like a cousin.
Okay,
Like,
so your dad's cousin.
no, my mom. Like,
Oh, your mom?
yeah.
Because your
Mom's
mom is
side.
Filipino,
hmm
but she has a relative in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's also
interesting.
Filipino.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So did your aunt at any point ever be like hit up your dad? Like, what is going on here?
No. Well, she's Filipino, so they're like,
Oh, so it wasn't the American like.
yeah, it wasn't the American way.
But did she ever
of
talk
doing
to you
things.
guys? Like, what's going on?
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, she just kind of like,
Did any adult ever intervene and ask, like, are you guys okay? What's going on here?
No, not really.
Wow.
When I was living in Texas, the neighbors would like hear like my stepdad yelling at me and stuff like that. They would just hear that almost every day. And I would be taking out the trash, and the lady would just be like, "Just let me know when you need, when you need someone to
They
talk
were
to."
worried about you.
Yeah, they were worried. So yeah, that was like at this time I felt.
How did that feel to be acknowledged by someone, even in that small way?
I was very like emotional about it because I'm like, wow, someone actually cared here.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And did you ever like go to her, or was it just the acknowledgement?
I was scared to like reach out to people. Yeah. I still had that mindset like I'm scared he might like, I don't know, do something.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's an abusive relationship, right?
Yeah, and you just basically just learn to deal with it until you get the opportunity to leave. And yeah, I was just waiting.
So you were in San Francisco. You moved there. So when did
So San Francisco for a few months. It was like 2 months. And then I went to Fresno, and that's where I went to high school. Yeah, and that's where I graduated too.
So you spent your whole high school years in Fresno?
It was like a year.
Oh, just a year?
Yeah.
And how was that?
It was good.
It was good?
It was good. I mean, I was a loner. I had one friend. And so I graduated when I was 16. And I was like 15 at the time when I was going to like my senior year. And so people would always ask me like, are you in this class? Like you look really like, are you sure you're not a sophomore or freshman? And I'm like, no, this is my class. Like I'm a senior. And yeah.
Because you look younger.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, I liked it because it was a way, like school. I always liked school because it was a way of me not being at home.
Yeah.
And it was like an escape.
Was there a culture shock?
Yeah, definitely a culture shock.
Well, because you described the home life in the Philippines where you're not allowed to sit on the couch. You're not allowed to watch movies. I'm sure you didn't do a lot of things. You probably didn't go, like what's some notable things that you could do in the United States that you weren't allowed to do or didn't have access to in the Philippines?
I mean, even in the States, I wasn't allowed to like hang out or go out or anything like that. But I mean, he changed a few rules, like, oh yeah, you can sit on the couch now. Like,
wow, what a generous, what a generous.
But I was basically not allowed to go hang out with friends after school or anything like that. I never went to the mall.
You go to a movie theater? You go to like out to eat?
Yeah, with my brother when we were out looking for like jobs or something. That was me and his time to go hang out. You
never went to like a roller skate or an arcade or out with friends?
No, that never. Like I never had a childhood, basically.
Damn, that is just.
Yeah, and that's why like my managers like Ariane and Danny, they're like, wow, there's so many things you haven't done, and yeah, they're just like taking me to like these places and experiencing new things
for the first time.
Well, when you came over to eat, a month ago, I don't remember, but you had never had Italian food.
Yeah, I mean, I never had real Italian food.
Okay, real. Yeah. Well, you said you'd had pizza. You were asking if pizza's Italian food. Yeah. I was like, well, yeah, technically it is.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was really good. We had to get him again for another.
Oh, you used him again?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
that guy's awesome. Okay.